Hello everyone, welcome to That Range Life, a channel sometimes about golf. Today we're going to be talking about the brand new for 2024 Edel Array putter line. There's a lot going on with these, so strap in and let's get into it. What is up, everyone? My name is Bill Bush from GiantRangeHeroes.com, at Range Heroes on all of your favorite social media platforms. This is, of course, That Range Life, a channel sometimes about golf. Do me a favor before we get rolling here. Go down below, hit subscribe, hit the bell so you get notified every time we post a video here on the channel, and tell a friend. All right, go and tell a friend about us. We really appreciate it. All right, let's get right into it. We're talking about the new for 2024 Edel Array putter line. Really excited about this stuff. Some cool stuff going on. I was an Edel putter convert last golf season. I went out to Denver, Colorado. I went through a fitting at their headquarters. Had my eyes open, literally and figuratively. And they're doing some really great things. And it's the best my putting has been in a really long time. So one of the things Edel has done a ton of research into is a concept called aim bias. It's very self-explanatory, pretty intuitive, but the idea is that all of us have our own eyes, our own hands, and we look down at the putter at address, and we think it's lined up a certain way, however that might be. And through Edel's research, they found that 3% of golfers are actually aiming the putter correctly. It's not very good, and it's a sample size, of course, but that's what they found in their studies. 20% can aim within the width of the hole, but they'll have a whole bunch of loft issues, and then 80% of golfers can't aim within the width of the hole even if they have the loft right on their club. So basically, golfers aren't very good at aiming, and so getting all of the components right in your putter, your alignment, the hosel or neck, the head shape itself, the weighting is crucial to get that putter lined up online and straight to your target at address. So, in order to make that easier in their fitting in this putter line, they've designed their putter heads to be modular so you can swap out components much easier and create more combinations to address more aim biases, if that's the right way to say it. So if you think about it, most of the putter models you're going to go look at off the rack or even at a fitting only have so many combinations available. So you might like a certain putter head and it fits your eye the best, but they only have one type of alignment aid. Maybe there's a second option. I think of a lot of blade putters that'll have, nothing or a flange line, or they only have flange lines. A lot of mallets might come in a double bend or a slant neck, but with this new setup, this highly modular, highly customizable line of putters that Edel's putting out, they are able to address a wider range of aim biases and help more golfers get dialed in so they're aiming their putter correctly and accurately on the greens. So let's talk options and modularity and customization available in the Edel Array putter line. The first thing you're likely going to do is pick out a head shape that appeals to you the most. There are 3 different ones in mallets and 1 different blade, making 4 models total. First, you have the F1 mallet. It is a high MOI design with rear wing weighting. That'll be a popular one for people looking for stability and balance. The classic fang shape in the F2. And then the rounded D crescent shape in the F3, but it has a notch cut out in the trailing edge. I like this one a lot. And then the blade is a wider body classic blade in the B1. All 3 mallets available in left-handed as well. The blade is only available as a right-handed option. So let's talk about the construction in the mallets a little bit. All mallets have a carbon steel striking interface, and they're connected to a forged aluminum chassis or body. So that forged aluminum is a little softer material, absorb, I would say, the impact a little bit better. But that lighter weight also gives Edel the ability to manipulate where they're putting the weight in the head, and I would say where they're spending weight with the various pieces of hardware required for this design. So that's, it's a nice material choice there. And then between that striking interface in that body, you have a like rubber dampening pad that absorbs more of the shock and sort of mutes the sound so it isn't really metallic and tingy. That's going to be crucial. The blade is a single piece of carbon steel. That's a nice refreshing change. There's not many putters out there in the market right now that are carbon steel, so it's nice to see the return of a solid carbon steel blade. Wider body, like I mentioned, so it's a little bit bigger. I'm a fan of that in a blade. I'm a recent convert into that as well, seeing the advantage of it, and I just like a wider blade, but really, really slick. So let's talk about the Huzzle options first. So when it comes to the right-handed putters, there's 4 different Huzzle options, and you can have these in every single one of the heads. So whatever fits your eye the best and helps you set up, you can use it in any one of the mallets or the blades. So you have the single bend, you have the slant neck, then you have a shorter plumber's neck right there, and then the regular plumber's neck, okay? Now, one thing I want to point out, in the left-handed mallets, you don't have the regular plumber's neck, so clearly that's going to be more blade preferred, but they don't offer the regular plumber's neck in the left-handed options, but the other 3, they do. So you can use those in any of the head shapes, and then in the mallets, you have these alignment plates, and these just screw in via a torque wrench, but when you go in for a fitting, they can swap these out quicker with magnets, and so you can go through them and figure out which one you aim better with and you set up and address correctly with. And they make a huge difference. There's 6 options. There's a single line I have here, the dual line that I have in the F1, and then they have a triple line option similar to this. But additionally, they have the 3-dot option that I have here in the F2. And then they have a T option or a blank plate altogether. You will obviously figure out which is best for you in a fitting, or if you are, ordering off the website, getting it off the rack, you can figure out what option you like the look of the best. So 6 alignment plate options. Sole weights. I have 15 grams in all of mine, and I'm not doing anything crazy here, but they offer 5 gram, 10 gram, 15 gram, 20 gram, and 25 grams. And I imagine in fitting, you can get clever and start going with different combinations of them depending on how you need the putter to rotate or balance. But maybe you need a little more weight, so you go with a heavier one. What's nice about this, you don't have to order additional weights or an additional weight kit. You can get the putter with the exact weights without upcharging it that you want in your putter head. A lot of brands who do have swappable weights, you're looking to invest more and pay extra. Easy swap out for this modular putter design. You can get the weights you need in your head right out of the gate, no upcharge. That's awesome. Another component that they've increased their options for are their grips. This is the flat standard that I have here. So flat front, little oversized in the back, but then they have a flat slim, so a smaller version of this. They have a round slim and a round standard, so a lot of people are into that round putter grip now as opposed to having a flat front. 4 options to pick from. See how they feel in your hands and what your preferences are. And then an optional thing, and you're probably going to run into this more with your fittings as opposed to off the racks, but I'm a big believer in this thing. I felt like it was the magic in my Edel EAS 5.0 putter I was fit into, but the Tourlock OptiVibe internal shaft weighting. So it's essentially counterbalancing, and they could do it in different locations and different weights to ultimately get you the balance and control you need in the putter to help you with your speed and distances. Made a huge difference for me. I'm a big fan of it. So that will be available in the Array putter line options, just like you had in the EAS stuff before. As far as my own experience with the Edel Array putter line, it was really fascinating and interesting to see how much of a difference just swapping out any of one of the components would have, not only in how I address the ball, but my putting stroke itself. I clearly have my own aim bias, and if I didn't really have it right from the beginning, I'd start doing a lot of this self-correcting stuff, and my stroke will get noisy, and I'm not hitting my lines. And once you put the right combination of things together, it's like it just snaps into place and everything's good. So one of the big ones for me, just that single bend putter shaft. You would have told me this was the one for me, I wouldn't have believed you. But every single one of these putters, all 4 of them, immediately just looked better behind the ball and square to my target. My putting stroke was quieter and smoother. I wasn't doing any self-correcting stuff. I had much more control. So, that made a huge difference. And then when you start running into getting my alignment lines right, when I got this I'll tell you, this single line on the F3 shape, it's like the thing just tractor beamed into my target, and the putting stroke almost got automatic. So really, really impressive stuff. And swapping around those components and seeing these different things and being able to do it quickly and come to that realization in a not that complicated way made a huge difference, and was really exciting to see. So keep an eye out for me playing with the Edel Array F3 with the single bend shaft. But I will say this, a very compelling argument taking place for me with the F1 shape with the dual line and the slant neck. That sort of just popped out of nowhere, but I was seeing a lot of good rolls with that, hitting my targets, a lot of consistency. So true, they have their work cut out for them to beat out my Edel EAS 5.0 from last season. That thing's been great to me. I love it, but these are making a great case, and they look amazing. I love how they feel. I love what's happening here. So I'll spend a little more time with them in the coming months here leading up to the golf season. I will probably be taking a look into adding OptiVibe, the internal weighting I mentioned earlier. That made a huge difference with my control last season and making the putting stroke automatic. So I do think I want to pursue that for these. But yeah, really good stuff. I'm really, really, really impressed by this Edel gear. I think other people will be too. This new setup is also going to make them, I think, more accessible in golf shops, so you can get just the right combination of things off the rack, or if they don't have a combination for you that you want there, you'll be able to easily order it and get what you need. The fitting process will also be very intuitive, very simple and streamlined, I'm assuming. I think of how good it was before, and this should only make it easier. I think people really enjoy what they encounter. February 16th, you'll be able to go check it out for yourself, whether through a fitter or at a golf store. $399.99, so a really good price for putters of this quality, I promise you. I'm excited about it. Can't wait to see what other people think of these. And that said, leave a comment below. What Edel Array putter are you excited about? And what Edel putters have you had success with in the past? You think you need to upgrade? I think you might. All right. This is Bill Bush from JackRangeHeroes.com. Thank you for stopping by today. If you haven't already, make sure you hit subscribe, hit the bell, so you get notified anytime we post a video like this. We really appreciate it. Talk to you next time.